Are you writing a love story?
What?
Are you writing a love story?
Yes. No. Actually, yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. I don't know.
Well, it has been almost a year, my friend, since you last left this room. And still... Oh, God, I forgot.
What?
Nothing.
Haven?
Yeah.
Haven and Antigone.
Who?
Oedipus. What? Creon.
Oh, no. I bet he is going to tell the same story again.
They were indeed in love. Did you change it, please? She was so great.
Okay, at least make slight changes to it.
She was so beautiful.
Cannot you make her ugly? Just this once?
Antigone. When Oedipus, the father of Antigone and Ismene, was exiled from Thebes after the discovery that he has unknowingly murdered his father and married his mother, his sons, Eteocles and Polynices, fought each other over the throne. Eteocles won, and he expelled his brother from Thebes. Polynices thereupon raised an army, captained by himself and 6 leading warriors, and marched against Thebes. The attacking army was defeated, and the two brothers died at each other's hands, leaving Creon, the brother of Oedipus's wife and mother, Jocasta, as the city's new ruler.
My sons, now that the gods have brought our city safe through a storm of troubles to calmness, I called upon you, out of all my people, to conference together and to inform you of the new proclamation I've made concerning the sons of Olympus.
Whoa, 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 what? What? The king, Creon, the king.
Could you tell him to sit somewhere else? Whoa, whoa, this is not my guitar, easy on it. Antigazza, who fought in defense of the city, shall be honored with the burial, while his brother Polynesius, who came back from exile, intending to burn and to destroy his fatherland, will have no burial, no grave. It is forbidden. He is to be left for God.
You have given your judgment for the friend and for the enemy, for us who remain, and for those who are dead. Your will is law.
See then that it is kept.
Waters are already set on the corpse. What other duty that remains for me?
Not to plot any disobedience.
And he follows the king. And he follows the king. I said, he follows the king. The king! He follows the king, you stupid!
Take it easy, man. Take it easy. This is like third performance.
Ismene was sitting on her favorite bench in the garden.
Ew! Her name irritates me, man. Could you, like, change it?
Ismene was sitting on her favorite bench in the garden when Antigone came in. She was so anxious, she was so worried, making sure nobody is around.
She did not see me last time, did she?
Making sure nobody was around, she joined her sister.
What is there, my sister? What makes you so worried?
Oh, sister Ismene, there has been no pain, no sorrow, no suffering, no dishonor we have not shared together. And now, there is something more.
What is it, Antigone?
Have you heard this latest order that the king has proclaimed? Have you heard how our dearest brother is being treated like enemies?
I have heard nothing about any of those we love, neither good nor evil. But I can see black news in your eyes.
What do you think is meaning? Creon has given funeral honors to one of them and not to the other. Theocritus was buried in state, with all honorable observances due to the dead. While Paulinus serves the order, is not to be buried. Or mourn, Creon, the noble Creon! It is against me and you that she has made this order. Yes, it is against me. Ismene, will you help me? Will you do something with me?
Help you do what? What do you mean?
Will you help me lift the body?
Against order?
He is our brother. I shall never desert him.
How could you dare when crime has forbidden
He
it?
has no right to keep me from my own.
But this is a command, and we must obey it. May the gods forgive me.
What think, Antigone?
We are women. It is not for us to fight against men. Our rulers are stronger than we. And after all, we must obey in this and maybe in worse than this.
Then, I will not ask you for your help. Nor would I thank you for it if you gave it. Go your own way. I will bury my brother. And if I die for it, what happens?
I fear for you, Antigone. I fear.
You need not fear for me. Fear for yourself.
her name? Ism, I can't even pronounce it. Is she still there? She's hot, huh? Well, could you tell her to leave?
Leave?
Yes, leave.
Ismini? Can you, leave?
Is she gone? Damn, she's hard to convince. Oh, boy. Well, my friend, I just don't know where your madness is taking us.
Then came the sentry to King Creon.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I am not playing the sentry.
Please?
No, no!
Please, please, please?
Sorry. Okay, I'll do it. Can't believe this. What is this?
Costume.
My costume? What kind of a low-budget drama do you have up there in your head? Can't you get me something nicer?
Then came the sentry to King Creon, out of breath and anxious. He told him that someone had buried the body and gone. They scattered dry dust all over the body. Yes?
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I got it. Huh.
They scattered dry dust all over the body in a manner of a holy burial.
What? Who dared to do this?
I don't know, sir. There was no sign of a pig. No.
He's standing here now?
Here.
Yesterday he was over here.
I don't know, sir. There was no sign of a pick, no scratch of a shovel. The ground was hard and dry, no trace of a wheel. Whoever he was left no clues behind him. We were amazed. The corpse were covered not in a proper grave, just a layer of earth, as though it were the act of a pious passerby.
Enough of that! Either you find me the doer of this act and bring him to my sight, or that. No, not your me that shall be the acting. You shall be racked and tortured until you tell the whole truth of this outrage.
May I say more?
No more. Won't argue, are you?
Maybe so, but not guilty in this business.
Guilty or not, if you fail to find the doer of this act, we'll learn one thing. Ill-gotten gain brings no one any good.
Ill-gotten gain brings no one any good. Was that it? Hello? I'm done. Happy? So glad nobody's here to see it. When the sentry returned to the place, with all of Creon's threats and curses ringing in his ears, he swept off the earth that covered the body and left it a naked corpse again. Then he sat up on the hill, watching. Then suddenly, a girl appeared. At the sight of the naked corpse, she started screaming like an angry bird. No! Cursing the ones who have done it. No! Then she covered the body again with earth and flowers she's brought. But as soon as he saw her, down he came and caught her.
Well, what do you have to say? Do you admit it, or do you deny it?
I do admit it. I do not deny it.
Tell me, have you heard of the order forbidding such an act?
It was plain enough.
And yet you dare to disobey it?
Yes. That order did not come from God. Justice knows no such law. I did not think that your decrees were strong enough to overrule the unwritten permanent laws of God, you being only man.
This man deserves a punishment.
Some punishment I can bear. But to see my mother's son, lying there, unburied, this I could have never borne it.
Sister's child, dearest and nearest, don't think you'll escape full punishment. You and your sister too, your partners doubtless in this burial. Let her be fetched. She was in the house just now.
Will you do more than kill me?
Nothing more. That's all I could wish.
What then today? I have given my brother burial. What greater honor could I wish? All would say that what I did was honorable.
You're wrong. Nobody thinks that but you.
Yes, sir, they do. But they not tell you so.
Unashamed me? Not the enemy who died with him. Your brother?
Both were brothers. Both of the same parents.
You honor one and so insult the other.
It was not the slave, but his brother who died with him.
Attacking his country, while the other defended it.
Even so, we have a duty to the dead. My way is to share my love, not to share my hate.
So then, share your love among the dead. I will have no women's law here while I live. Two traitors, unknowingly plotting against my throne. Well, do you admit to share in this burial?
Yes, I am as much to be blamed as she is.
No, that is not just. You would not lend a hand and I refused your hand in what I did.
But I am not ashamed to stand beside you now in your hour of trial.
Whose was the deed? Did that I witness? Was no friend was not his only words.
Oh, sister, let me share your death.
You should not die with me. You should not claim that which you would not touch.
How could I wish to live if you must die?
You chose. That was your choice when mine was death.
For pity, Antigone, can I not die with you?
No, you live!
I believe both creatures are mad. One lately crazed, and the other from birth.
How could I wish to live without my sister?
You have no sister. Consider her dead already.
You could not take her. Kill your own son's bride.
No son of mine was such vile a creature. Enough. Take them and keep them within a proper place for women.
none so brave as not to look for some way of escape when they come face to face with death. Here comes Haman, Cleon's youngest son. Does he come to speak his mind for the sorrow of his promised bride, the doom of his marriage hopes? Father!
I think you have heard of our final judgment on your late betrothal. No angry words, I hope. Still friends in spite of everything, my son.
I am your son, sir. By your wise decisions, my life is ruled, and I shall always obey you. I cannot value any marriage ties above your own good guidance.
Rightly said. Your father's will should have your heart first place. Only for this do fathers pray for sons. Loyal, obedient, and ready to strike down their father's house and love their father's friends.
I neither am, nor wish to be clever enough to prove you wrong. Though all men might not think the same as you do. Nevertheless, I have to be your watchdog to know what others say and what they do.
Your frown is a sufficient silencer for any word that is not for your ears. But I hear whispers spoken in the dark.
On every side, I hear voices of pity for this poor girl, doomed to the cruelest death and most unjust that ever a woman suffered for an honorable action, burying a brother who was killed in battle rather than leaving him naked for dogs to maul and carry him where to peck at.
Father, wisdom is the greatest gift of heaven. Suppose, and put aside your anger for what my youthful opinions were. Good as it is to have wisdom, the next best thing is to be willing to listen to good advice.
Am I, at my time of life, to listen to advice from a fellow of your age?
It is not a question of age, but of pride and wrong.
Would you call it right to admire such an act of disobedience?
Not if the act was dishonorable.
And wasn't this woman's action dishonorable?
The people think not.
The people? Since when do I take my orders from the people?
Isn't that really a childish thing to say?
No. I am king, and responsible only to myself.
A one-man state. What sort of state is that?
Why, does not every state belongs to its ruler?
You would be an excellent king on a deserted island.
Oh, you're on the woman's side.
No. No, it is you I'm fighting for.
That, when every word you say is against.
Only because I know you are wrong. Wrong!
Wrong? To respect my own authority?
What sort of respect tramples on all that is holy?
Wicked coward. No more will than a woman.
I have nothing to be ashamed of.
You will never marry her this time of death.
Then if she dies, she does not die alone.
Is that a threat, you impudent puppy?
Is it a threat to argue against wrong-headedness? Oh, father, I could call you mad, you're not my father.
Don't bother me, boy. Keep that for your lady now.
You mean to have the last word then?
I do. And what is more, I will make you sorry for your impudence. Bring out the she-devil! Let her die with her bridegroom by to see it done.
That sight I will never see. Nor from this hour shall you see me again.
Go then. Rage is never mended. You shall never save this woman from her doom. You are welcome, Father Tiresias. What is your news?
News you shall have, and advice, if you can heed it.
There was no time when I failed to heed it, Father.
Then mark me now, for you stand on a razor's edge.
Indeed? Say on.
All men fall into sin, but sinning is not forever lost, hapless and helpless. Who can make amends and has not set his face against sorrow? Only a fool is governed by self-will. Pay the dead their due. It is not glory to kill and kill again. My words are for your good, so as my will, and should be accepted for your good.
All the silver of Sardis and all the gold of Medes would not buy a tomb for a traitor. No. and the eagles carry its heart.
Ah! Is there any wisdom in the world?
I'm loath to pick a quarrel with you, priest.
You do so. False.
I say all priests seek their own advantage.
All kings, say I, seek gain unrighteously.
You forget to whom you say it.
No, king and benefactor, by my guidance.
Smart you may be, but not therefore honest.
Must I reveal my yet unspoken mind?
Reveal all, but expect no gain from it.
Does it still seem to you my motive then?
Nor my will is for sale in your market.
Then hear this.
Then hear this, said the blind prophet Tiresias. You shall have given a son of your own loins to death. In payment for death, 2 debts to pay. 1, for the life that you have sent to death, the life that you have deathfully entombed, and 1 for the dead, still lying above ground, unburied, unhonored, unblessed by God. Then the doors were opened and Antigone entered guarded. It was a sight beyond bearing, at which eyes could not but weep. Antigone faring forth to her bridal doer of endless sleep.
Here is my last journey. Taking my last leave of the light of day. Going to my rest, where death shall take me live across the silent river. No wedding day, no marriage music. No friend to weep at my departing.
But death and glory go with her to her resting place. She has gone to the outermost limit of daring, but stumbled against low enthroned. This is the compensation she must make for the sin of her father.
My father! Monstrous marriage of mother and son! My father, my parents, so dreadful shame!
But no! She is the victim of her self-will. Authority cannot afford to connive at disobedience.
No wedding day. No marriage music. That will be my pride and honor.
No! Here, men of the house. Here at the tent. Disaster in the royal palace. Death at the guilt of it on the living head. Who is dead? And by what hand? Haman is dead. Slain by his own hand. His father's act was what drove him to it. All has happened, as the prophet said.
The sin! The sin of the erring soul strives hard unto death. Behold the slayer, the slain, the father, the son. Oh, the curse of my stubborn will. Son, newly cut up in the bloom of youth. For my fault, not yours.
have this, and more than this to bear.
What's more? What pain can overtop this pain?
His wife. Your wife. She is dead.
Oh, second daughter. My son, he. And that the other. Is there no sword for me to end this misery?
There, at the altar, she stood with a whetted knife. As the dark dimmed her eyes, called upon the dead, her youngest son, and Antigone, with their dying breath, their stew, their slayer.
Oh, horrible! I have no life. I'm nothing. Lead me away.
Lead me away, said Creon.
I have unwittingly killed my son, my wife. I know not where to turn, where to look for help. My hands have done wrong, and my hand is bound with pain too heavy for me.
She chose. She refused. She made her own life. She is my Antigone.
So that's it? Now, will you listen to what I've composed? Here, it's really nice.
Antigone!
I know! It's the story of Antigone! You tell me this story every time I come here to visit you. I have heard this story 1,000 times. Now please, hear what I've composed.
Haman?
Yeah.
Haman and Antigone.
Not again!
I said Haman and Antigone, not Creon and Haman. They were indeed love. She was so brave. She was so beautiful.
On behalf of Antigazza University students, I really have to thank Alan to start with, but not only Alan, who was in charge of this whole event, but
I would like to ask something.
Miss Antigazza.
All effort has come from our students, and especially from Antigazza, who've done a great job. We couldn't have done it without you.
The weakest point of a chain is its strongest point as well. This event couldn't be realized unless it had the full support, moral and financial, of the university in general, but the president in particular. Thank you.
Ha ha ha.